And we're back.
Boom! There you go. You got to put the card up.
Oh.
Hey guys, this is Talking Vintage. I'm Jim. This is Warren. This is show 26.
Yep.
Yeah, today is July the 19th.
Wow.
Yeah, welcome to summer.
Fried.
If it
It's
wasn't
fried.
hot already, it's hot now. Yep. Today, National Day for Flight Attendants, Safety Professionals Day. Yeah.
Another word to steward.
I guess you're supposed to give them a present when you board the plane
really?
today. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't know. It's also National Stick Your Tongue Out Day. Very good. Yeah.
We did it like we rehearsed it.
In history, in 2014, James Gardner died. Do you remember who he
Yeah, he
was?
was Maverick, wasn't he?
No, the Rockford Files.
Oh, well, he was Maverick too.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm older than you
Yeah,
are,
yeah,
so,
I remember
yeah.
Maverick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maverick and the Rockford Files. I like that
Oh,
guy.
I
I
didn't know
used
he
to watch
died.
her. Yeah, this was in
No.
2014.
Oh, wow, okay.
All right, in 2007, the first Mad Men show came out. I never watched it.
Mad Men?
Mad Men, yeah, I never
it?
watched
What
it.
is it?
It's a show.
Okay.
Look at. All right, in 1903, the first Tour de France was won by a Frenchman.
That's a bike race, right?
By a Frenchman.
Okay,
Go
by
figure
Frenchman,
that.
really? Wow.
Yeah, Maurice Kane was his name.
Nice.
Yeah, in 1903, I didn't know that Tour de
120
France had been
120
going on that
Wow.
long. Yeah, I like watching it sometimes. You know, it's kind of fun.
You can be.
All right, moving on. Hey, I didn't tell you, we're brought to you by Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot, located at 502 West Brennan Road, Lakeland, Florida 33813. You're going to get it one day.
I know.
Warren. Yeah, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, that's who we're brought to today. And we're going to talk about shop stuff right now. We're going to talk about discounts. In our industry, okay, people always want a discount. Don't know why. This isn't a garage sale, but they still want it cheaper than the price we have put on it. Okay?
You know what?
We hand out cards, 10% off cards. We mark down items, having sale tags and things like that, and we just have flat out sales percentage wide off in each booth, and they still want a discount. Okay?
You know why? My theory is they figured we bought it at a yard sale for peanuts.
But they don't know that.
Well, they don't
know what we paid for it.
Well, no, they don't
A
know.
good buyer is going to buy it for peanuts, but some people buy it for too much, and then anyways,
Okay.
they still ask for more, okay? And here's my key to this whole thing, okay? Don't be rude. Asking for 50% off on an item is rude.
Yes.
It's rude. Yeah, don't be rude, okay? Don't knock the piece down. Don't come and tell us that it has this flaw and that flaw and all this stuff to get a cheaper price. We've held that item. We purchased the item originally. We held it. We looked at it. We tagged it. We priced it. We know its flaws. Now, maybe we didn't indicate it on the tags because some people don't do that. And we know its flaws. Okay, pointing them out to get a cheaper price is not the way to go. Okay, understand that as vendors, we need to make money. Otherwise, we can't continue. We have to make a little bit of money or break even so that we can purchase the next thing for you to come in and look at and possibly purchase then. So that's it. So it's all in your approach. Your approach is the key to getting a better discount than what we've offered. Okay? Your approach. When you come up and you're not rude and you're inquisitive, whether it can be done that way, because we have some vendors, people will come up, well, was this vendor do any better than this? And we have some vendors that will not. So we can just say no. You know, I'm sorry, that vendor doesn't discount any more than the 10%, you know, of the card that you should have if you've ever been here before. We give them to everybody when they're leaving, you know, or if it's a sale item, you know, it just depends on the vendor, and it depends on your approach too. Okay, so not all the vendors are here, so we have to contact them. So if you don't have the time to wait for the response, then maybe just pay for the price that's on it. I don't know.
We have 2 seconds. So I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking about rude, or maybe if somebody's asking you as vendors for a price, don't be rude back to them thinking you're insulted that they offered a short or they want a bigger price discount.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry. When somebody asks for 50% off on an item that is already well priced,
But-
my feelings are triggered.
Well, yeah,
and I don't hide them well, so
okay.
it's probably going to come out. I try my best. You know, when it's my own piece, I can make my decision for myself. But when it's somebody else's piece, I don't want to offend the customer. But that's 50% off on an item is not a good starting point. In fact, I'll tell you a little story. I had a gentleman come in, and he was badgering me on the price of the thing. He started off wrong. He wanted 75% off, and then he continued to tell me how bad the piece was and how it wasn't worth what I was asking for it. And then he just kept on, and finally I was just like, no, sir. I said, my price is good. And that's what I kept saying, no, sir, my price is good. And then I guess he read it on my face. He goes, oh, I started off wrong, didn't I? And I said, yes. I did. I told him you started off wrong.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Yes, because my feet were in concrete at that point in time, and I wasn't going to move. Now, how he come in and said, hey, you know, I'm a collector. I really like this piece. Can you do any better? Then I would have, you know, often I'm going 25, 30, 40%. Sometimes I do 50%. You know, it's really, again, it's back to your approach. It's back to your approach.
And both approaches.
Yeah, both
Us as
approaches.
vendors
Right.
and as customers.
Yeah, but if somebody insults you straight
yeah.
away, it's hard to be nice after that. So
It
I
is.
was polite. I don't know if I was nice. Vendor corner, you got anything
Yeah,
for that?
no,
We're
real
running
quick,
out of
real
time.
quick.
Yeah.
Tags.
Tags. Yeah.
Big
tags. Yes.
Medium tag. Baby tag.
Yeah. Those baby tags. We have a contract here at Decades Reclaimed, and this is the correct size of tag that you're supposed to use. Those baby tags we allow for small things like jewelry because we don't want the giant tag to get in the way of the jewelry. We understand that. But these tags, this is just a little bit too small. I mean, it's not a tiny tag, but look at the size difference there. It's hard for us to read the stuff that's on there. It's hard for the vendor to put what the description is, the price is, their vendor number. They have to have their vendor number, the price, and a description on that. This is the better place for that. So this is the size that our contract requires, right? And we have, you know, to be honest with you, we have an issue with tags, and we are no longer going to hand them back because we can't get people to comply with this. They want to use this or smaller or, you know, all sorts of weird ways. So, but anyways, as a vendor, big tags, it helps the customer out. They can see it better, okay? And it helps your shop out. But the biggest thing is the customer. It's harder to rip this off, change this one versus a little one. You know what I mean? It's real easy for me to pick up an item with this on it, hold this in my hand, pull it back. Now it doesn't have a tag on it, take it to the counter, and we start that whole thing. And that's a whole nother discussion when there's no tag on it. There you go. This is what we require here at Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot. Okay, the other two, don't use them. Use something else.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for our vendor corner. That's it for our show today. Check us out on Facebook, Decades Reclaimed, and decadesreclaimed.com, and the website. Yeah. So we're in both places. You want to see what the shop is doing, sales that are coming up, activities that are coming up, then check out Facebook. Check out the website for everything else. I'm Jim. This is Warren. You've been watching Talkin' Vintage. Thank you very much.
See you, kids.
Have a great evening.